All right, welcome back. Some more Baseball 9. Today, I am back with the final team, and in this one, I'm going to be playing the Pro 3 Championship. We're currently up 3-0 against the Crocodiles, and if we win this, we move on to the Pro 2 League. But before we do that, we are going to be recruiting some new players to our team. And so I asked my chat to start putting names of who they would like to see added. The most popular names I saw were John Cena, Eminem, Mike Tyson, and Messi. And after doing the poll, John Cena came in first with over 50% of the votes at 51, and Messi came in second with 20% of the votes. So those are going to be the two players being added tonight. Let's go ahead and recruit our two new players. So we're going to recruit our reliever, which is going to be John Cena. And now let's go ahead and recruit our right fielder, which will then eventually be Messi. Okay, first I went ahead and customized my new right fielder to be Messi. And then I also went ahead and customized my new bullpen pitcher to be John Cena. And then I also went ahead and upgraded both of them. And I got Messi to level 23. And there's what his skills and stats are looking like going into this one. And on top of that, I got John Cena to level 23 as well. And there are what his skills and stats are looking like heading into this for both of their debuts. And then last but not least, there's one more thing we got to do before we get into the gameplay. And that is make our next silver player. And that's going to be Pablo Sanchez. And there is our third silver player on the team. And now that's what his stats are looking like. We're on the road at Challenge Field here in the Pro 3 Championship, and we're facing a 42 overall normal Raymond on the mound. And we got Steph Curry leading this thing off. Can we hit a home run on the first pitch just like in the All-Star game? No, and it's actually gonna be a flyout. But now we got Messi up here in his debut. You know what? Since he's a contact guy, we're definitely gonna be contact with him. Contact swing home run from Messi in his first at bat. He only has 50 power, the least of my recruited guys. What a way to start your debut. On the board, 1-0, and now that brings up Jesus Christ in the 3 spot. We hit it hard, but sadly straight to him again. And now that brings up Pablo Sanchez in the cleanup. I'm feeling another bomb ski right here. Never mind. And we hit it straight to the left fielder. All right, we got a 42 overall normal Tyler on the mound. This is going to be interesting today. Pulls it down the line, right to Jesus at the hot corner. There's one. We get him to pop up to the mound. And Tyler makes the catch. Let's get a clean 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of first. As soon as I say that, it's hit about a foot over Pablo's head. Oh, I jinxed it, y'all. And go from there. Fly out to Webster, and we're out of the inning. Top of the second, we got B. Ortiz leading this inning off. Two contact swing home runs a day are our two only hits. What is going on? Contact for the win. That'll get down the line. I'll take a single right there. And it's not going to be double play. And Hill will get a single right there. Now we got runners on first and second in scoring position. And no. It's going to be a double play on the changeup with his 37 speed. Changeup in on the hands. Somehow he's late on it. And we'll take it out. 0-2 count again. Can we finally get our first strikeout? Nope, but another ground ball to Richards for 2. 2-2 count, changeup. And we get him to strike out for the first time. Let's go. Top of the third, and we got the top lineup leading this thing off again with Steph Curry up. First pitch swinging on the changeup. And that'll be off the wall for a leadoff double there from Curry. And with him having 64 speed, we're going to steal third with him. And now that brings up Messi again. Let's move Curry over to third.
Strike.
He's in there easy, and now we got a sac fly opportunity. You know what? It's going to be an out, but he scores the run and gets the RBI. And now that brings up Jesus with 1. And that's going to be in the gap. We'll take a 1-out double there from Jesus. I don't think he has the speed to steal third, so we're going to keep him at second for now. For the man himself, Pablo Sanchez. Well, he throws it back-to-back, we chop it, and sadly we can't move him over. And now that brings up B. Ortiz with 2 outs. Working with a full count now. Get a fastball, and it's through. And we're sending Jesus home. And Webster clutches up with a 2-out RBI single to make it 4-0. And that one's going to pop up in the infield. But you know what? We put 2 more on the board to extend the lead to 4-0. First pitch swinging. Thanks for helping me out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Curve in the dirt. And we get the call. We dot the low outside corner for strikeout number 2. Okay. Jesus is down the line to make the play for a clean inning. Top of the 4th, we got Patrick leading this inning off. First pitch swinging right back over the middle. Another leadoff single. On the changeup, back-to-back singles. And we're going to have runners on the corners here with no outs. And sadly, it's a hard liner to the first baseman. Thomas can't come through, but we got the top of the lineup back up with Curry now. I believe in Curry right here. 3-0 count. Is he going to load the bases? Out. Can we come back? And no. Probably should have put the curveball a little bit lower, but we have no clue where it's going with Tyler, and it's a leadoff single. And look at that. I thought we just got a double play, but I'll take the out. Let's go a little curve away. Fly out to Webster. There's 2. 0-2 count. And we get the strikeout. We dot the corner. Top of the 5th, we got Messi leading this inning off. And he can't even get it out of the infield. All right, now it's the one that brings up Jesus. Back of the middle. And we'll take a 1-out single there from Jesus, and with 56 speed, he can easily steal second. Get him in a scoring position now for Pablo Sanchez. Strike. And he's in there easy. Safe. I thought he did, but he goes 0 for 3. It moves Jesus to 3rd, though, with 2. And now that brings up Webster again. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Can he clutch up with 2 outs again? He hits it hard, and it gets down. Gonna make it 5-0. Got ourselves another full count. Ball 4. We'll take a 2-out walk. And they go to the bullpen finally and bring in a 39 overall normal English who's already in the orange. Let's capitalize on this. And he hits us. Bases are loaded now here with 2 outs. And now that'll bring up Webster. Can he make it 3 for 3 and clutch up with bases loaded? And he does! Our 3rd contact swing home run of the day is a grand slam, and I believe that's Webster's 2nd. He has all 2 of our grand slams here with the final team. Hit it hard, but sadly straight to him. 0-2 count. High inside cheese. Not really high, but you know what? I'll take the strikeout. Pops it up. And Jesus is there to make the play in foul ground. 0-2 count. It's time for strikeout number 5 right here. He chases in the dirt. We caught it. Top of the 6th, we got the top of the lineup leading this thing off again with Steph Curry. And they go to the bullpen again and bring in a 43 overall normal Hester. There's a fastball, and that's going to be off the wall again for Curry. His 2nd double of the game, and that time it's a foot short. And it's actually going to end up being a triple. And now I got a sac fly opportunity here with no outs for Messi. We get a slider. And that should be deep enough to score him. We're sending him. And Messi does the job again. A sac fly for his 3rd RBI. Makes it a 10-0 game. Now that brings up Jesus Christ again. Wow. A home run opposite field on the slider. Homer! To make it an 11-0 game. And he's a triple shy of the cycle. He's worked it back to a full count. And there's ball 4. And they're bringing in another bullpen guy in Hines. Let's go ahead and send Pablo with his speed. Ball. And he's in scoring position easily. And that's going to fall in for a bloop single. And we'll take another RBI single there from Ortiz, his 4th of the game. Talk about clutch. We take the cutter the other way. And he makes the play, sadly. Cutter off the wall. And that'll be a 2-out single. And now we got runners on the corners. 3-0 count. We'll take a walk to load the bases. Or another exclamation point pitch. And it falls in. Oh, he makes an error. And the inning continues. Another RBI there for Webster. And we got runners on the corners again here. And they go to the bullpen again and bring in a 49 overall normal Beasley. We're on the cutter and it's through. We keep clutching up with 2. Another RBI single to make it 14. And now that brings the top lineup back up with Curry. Gone on the cutter. A 3-run shot there from Curry, who's now a single away from the cycle as the 2-out rally continues. And that'll bring Messi back up now. We chase the curve sadly right there, and that'll finally end the inning, but not after we put up 8 more. Tyler gave us 5 scoreless innings with 5 Ks. We're going to call it a day for him right here to be able to give Cena an opportunity here in his debut. We got John on the mound for the first time. 1-2 count against his first batter. I'm feeling a strikeout. And he chases the changeup. I was right. 2-2 count. We're going forkball low and away. In the dirt, he chases. Another 0-2 count. We're going right back to the forkball in the dirt. We get the call. Cena comes in and strikes out the side in his first ever inning. Top of the 7th, we got Jesus leading this inning off, who's a triple away of a cycle. And we chop the curve. He gets us right there. And now that brings up Pablo getting a cleanup. We're on the curve that time, and it's back in the middle. A 1-out single.
Strike.
In there easy once again.
Save.
We're on the cutter, but a little bit early. And sadly, that's going to be 2. Is that going to get down? And it is. He clutches up with 2. And that'll be a 2-out RBI double to make it 18-0. Back up the middle. Hit hard, but sadly straight to dots. Another 0-2 count. We're going low away again. They finally make contact, but Curry makes the out for 1. 2-2 count. Let's dot that low outside corner.
Strikeout.
We get the call from Blue. 1-2 count. Let's try and end it on the high inside cheese.
Ball.
That's cap.
Angel Hernandez caught the zone right there. It don't matter. Here's strike 3 anyways. Oh.
Strikeout.
Exclamation point pitch, and he misses it right down the middle. Top of the 8th, we got Webster back up. Late on the curve the other way. There's 1. Exclamation point pitch. Can't even get out of the infield, sadly. Now they'll bring the top lineup back up with Curry. He needs a single for the cycle. Hits it hard, but sadly straight to him. It can't get through. His second exclamation point pitch, but thankfully it's a fly out to Curry. He's late on it right to Richards. There's 2. John's in the orange, but we're going to let him try and finish it. It's his debut after all. Full count. Patrick dives, but it's right past his glove. John gives up his first hit. We're going to let him keep going. On the ground. Easy play for Jesus at 2. Top of the 9th, we got Messi leading this inning off. Back in the middle, and that one's through. We'll take a leadoff single for his second hit today. And with 60 speed, we're going to steal him and put him in scoring position for Jesus, who's still a triple away from the cycle.
Ball.
And Messi's in there easy. 3-0 count. It's looking like he's going to walk us. He wants nothing to do with our Lord and Savior, and I don't blame him. First and second now, still no outs, and that brings up Pablo Sanchez. Cutter. We hit it hard, but sadly straight to him, but it'll move Messi over to third and set up a sac fly opportunity now for the man himself, B. Ortiz. Can he get his 5th RBI on the day? And he does. An RBI single to extend the lead to 19. We're on the curve, but we can't get it out of the infield, sadly. There's 2. We're on the curve again, and that one falls through, and that'll load the bases. And it'll set another grand slam opportunity up for Webster, who already did it earlier this game. Imagine 2 grand slams in 1 game. No, he can't, but it's going to get down for a 2 RBI single to make it 21-0. We're on the curve, and that falls through. And we load the bases again. And that'll bring up Steph Curry with our second chance at a grand slam, but he still only needs a single for the cycle. So you know what? We're going to just go for the single right here in contact swing. And that falls in. Curry gets a single for his second cycle. And it keeps the bases loaded, and now that brings up Messi with the grand slam opportunity. He's already homered today in his debut. Imagine he hits a grand slam in his debut as well. And I know he only has 50 power, but we're going to let him swing the fences right here. And he does it. Messi with a grand slam in his debut. 2 home runs and our second grand slam of the day. Making a statement in his first game with the final team. 26-0. Now that brings up Jesus Christ. And that'll be off the wall. We're going to push it to 2. And he's in there.
Save.
Come on, Pablo. Let's keep this inning going. He hits it hard, but sadly straight to him, and that finally ends it. Bottom of the 9th, John is in the orange. We're going to let him try and finish, though. 1-2 count. Can we get strikeout number 11 and pizza for everyone? He's over top of it, and there it is. Everybody get hashtag pizza in the comments. Pops it up. Messi makes the play for 2. Can we finish the deal right here?
Strikeout.
We get the corner, we get the call to end it on a strikeout. And that does it. We get the dub here in the Pro 3 Championship, 26-0. And we're moving on. And it turns out Messi gets the MVP in his debut. What a day. And we are the champions once again. This time moving to the Pro 2 League now. That's going to do it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and leave, like, subscribe. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you guys next time.